If you are a senior leader in healthcare right now, you're probably working really hard. I imagine you're tracking all the numbers, maybe launching improvement plans, responding to the data that you see, and trying to change things that don't seem to want to move. And here's what I want to say to you before anything else. I see your effort. I know you care. And the frustration you feel when the numbers don't seem to show up the way they should, that's also real. So here's what I've seen across healthcare organizations of all sizes. Most of the effort that you're putting in is going to the right problem. It's just going to the wrong layer of it. The retention strategy is aimed at the retention numbers. The communication training is aimed where the communication breakdown is at. The culture program is aimed at the culture. But none of these things are where the problem actually started. And until we look at where it started, the same problems are going to keep coming back. And it's not because we haven't been putting in effort, but because the interventions are hitting at the wrong place. So this is episode number 8. This is where the full leadership performance cascade comes together. And this is where I want to show you something that I think will change how you look at your data from now on. So just in case you've missed them, links to episode 1 to 7 are in the description box below if you're just joining me. So what is the performance layer? Your performance data is not the problem. Your retention numbers, your patient satisfaction scores, your staff absenteeism rates, and your financial variances, those are real things and they're important. And of course, they need to be tracked and responded to, but they are not where the problem lives. That is where the problem shows up and becomes visible. So by the time the pattern shows up on your dashboard, it's already been moving through your organization for quite some time, maybe even years, working its way down through 6 layers before it starts to show in your data. So when we aim all of our energy at the performance layer, we're essentially trying to fix at the end of a very long sequence without addressing anything at the beginning of it, which is at the real root cause. So that's why things improve temporarily and then seem to go back to how they were. And it's not because people aren't putting in the effort, because they certainly are, but because the input has not changed and only the output itself was addressed. Performance is not the problem. It is proof that there's a problem that exists upstream, and upstream is where the real work lives.